Hello, everyone, and welcome back to round 2 back 9 coverage of the MVP Open at Maple Hill. We are halfway through the event in the second playoff. We are here in Leicester, Massachusetts. Big Barry commentary, Jeremy Colling, Paul Yules Bears.
Yep, that's me.
That's you.
Don't repeat it.
Corey Ellis, he's looking to repeat the 5-under in the front 9.
Please do.
That guy was putting his lights out and driving the disc down the fairway, taking advantage of breaks, as was Linus. A little bit of a scrappy par save there on 9. But other than that, really nice birdies on 7 and 8. And they are the top 2 spots in this event at 9 under and 7 under respectively, with a couple of 6-unders right there creeping up from Chase Card and beyond. On to hole 10, par 3, 377. Paul, how are they going to birdie this hole?
I mean, throw it as hard as you can. I think the low line is the one today, especially for the people on this card. Yeah, low hyzer flip, get it a little lower than I feel like the tops of the trees on the right, and then let it fly up there. I mean, it's a tight line, but totally doable. Get a good skip. We saw Raven make a big jump putt yesterday.
Yes, we did. And I feel like Raven's line that he threw yesterday was about as far as he can throw, and then he still had to make a huge 50-footer. This time connects on the very tippy top of the Douglas fir. No, it's not some kind of fir or spruce. I don't know. We were getting corrected in the comments. Linus connects on, I don't want to call it that, but I think we might have to call it the germ tree.
Yeah, we could call it that. As long as we cannot bring up what's left of the tee pad. The jigga.
Bijigal?
Yeah, jiggables. Here we go. Oh, this is turned over. He's going to have to beat these guys.
Come on. That had the juice. Turned over. Connecting on the outermost reaches of the branches there.
There's the low line I was talking about. He's going to need a big skip. No skip.
And not the greatest ground play. Linus is going to be in trouble once again in keeping that par streak or the bogey-free streak alive. Looks like he's going to have to go standstill hyzer. He's got the gap.
Get around that. Get around.
Oh, boy.
I think it might be over.
It's going to be testing. He's going to have every bit of 55 feet uphill.
Well, the reason it's so tough is it.
What?
It doesn't look like it, but up here it kind of turns into a rager.
Well, yes, we're approaching the highest point of the course and the most exposed point of the course as well. The wind will be picking up, like you're saying. He's always on it, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, both of them drawing metal from that distance. Pretty good. Haven't seen a big one yet from Corey. A couple 40-footers, but...
We haven't seen the disc hit the ground either. Well, he's actually been... Yeah, he hit the ground on 9, but with a long bid.
Please, Linus.
We're rooting for you.
Come on.
And there it is. But he got halfway through the event bogey-free.
This is a sneaky hard one. I feel like I've seen a lot of bogeys on this hole. Even though it's kind of right there in front of you, you could go mid-range, and be just fine.
I mean, 30% of the field on a hole that's straight up the hill, not much in front of you, 30% of the field bogey or worse, and there were multiple double bogeys.
Wow.
Whereas only 7 players were able to pick up the elusive deuce. And Linus does end up tapping in the bogey. And
what a streak, though.
Yeah, half the tournament.
That's crazy.
Looking at hole 4 here, flying over these Christmas spruces.
We'll call it hole 11, par 4.
What did I say?
Hole 4.
Yeah, well, it's a hole 4, par 11. Gonna have a left to right head crosswind off the tee, and it's gonna be difficult to find yourself in that big opening. If you do, it's gonna take a lot of distance, probably thrown with an overstable driver, and from there it is a tight pinch really no matter where you are in the fairway getting into that gap.
Are we going to play opposite here? Raven with a slow run up. No speed on this at all. Heavy on the hyzer. Coming in. Oh, that's going to be a bad spot.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Directly in the trees. Right there.
So we're just doing opposite day. Beautiful shot from Raven.
Perfect.
Corey, 1-2 step.
Slingshot.
Hammer in the force.
Wow, it
And
made it all the way to
just-
the edge of those trees. That is a smash.
I believe he's going to have the 3 tallest trees down on the right side of the fairway in his way. He might be able to go backdoor around them.
I like this, though. Controlled hyzer. This is going to be in a perfect spot.
Yep, just staying out of the
I
trees.
feel like you'd want to be on that left side more so because you
It opens up the hyzer.
Exactly.
And if this gets turned over, Linus is going to get a lot of distance, but I believe he's going to be heading towards the trees. And this is just a roll of the dice of what you got left. The crowd likes it for the distance, but I don't think Linus is going to like it when he gets
No.
down there.
Perfect position.
And just bit pulled. So
What-
close to a great shot.
Yeah, when you're in the middle of the fairway here, I rarely see anybody miss left. They always kind of pull it to
Yep.
the right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if that's why
Yeah, this is missing left, though.
Well, yeah, but this is, I was going to say, when you have the hyzer, then it's rare that you see people miss right,
Oh, I see.
because you're trying to get it to drift from left to right when you're in the middle. On the hyzer, you're trying to miss those trees, and then it comes up early. So,
Macbeth is a perfectionist, and he just didn't quite read the wind correctly. Maybe got an unexpected air bounce, misses his line, and Corey's going to have to split these trees with Anheuser. It's all about ground play here. And look at that, the forward skip into the circle. That is some fortunate ground play, but also a really good throw.
okay, he's kind of in the middle here. Oh, boy. Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Ninja.
Oh, Linus Carlson. What a shot from the trees.
Wow.
Bit fortunate through the
Threading
inside,
the
perhaps,
needle.
but wow, what a throw. Oh! What?
Tried to make it.
go.
He tried to make it.
Totally. There was no layup in that.
He even leaned into it. I mean, this is just a thing of beauty.
Wow. Okay. And just hitting the top on the last hole with the forehand, probably the same disc. That was really cool. And so we're going to have at least 2 birdies, and Corey stepping up here, still perfect in the circle. Call it 3 birdies. 6 under for the round now.
Shred fest.
I mean, we're already at, is there any changes to the course this year? Hole 12 is a new hole. This is currently course record pace.
Yeah, hole 12 got pushed back a bit this season.
Yes, it did, and it makes this tee shot quite a bit tougher. It's amazing how just bringing back a hole that was relatively open, 60 feet, when it's still relatively open, can make such a big difference, but it does here on 12. Placement is so important. If you do not get to the top of the hill, this approach down this last chute is just kind of a blind poke and hope. If you get to that top of the hill, you can control your approaches pretty well, but you really want to avoid going left or throwing it low right and going into the trees.
Stay up.
Yeah, this should be fine as long as it doesn't catch the top. So, okay, it does at the very end.
Such a big carry. It doesn't seem like it, but it plays all of 450 to carry that, and then you'll need an extra, 40 feet. So it's almost a 500-foot shot.
I think the fact that he got to the edge, though, will allow him to be able to lean out forehand and get something there. Whereas Corey does clear and does get to the top of the hill.
That's 5.
I mean, just
40.
Just walk up the fairway and place it to the perfect position, Corey, because that's essentially what you did.
It's slightly uphill when you go to the right because of the pines.
You don't think he's in the perfect spot?
Who?
Corey?
Oh, no, I was just saying he boomed it. Like, I'm just impressed with how far it is. I'm saying it's like a 540 shot. I
Oh,
feel
you're
like.
okay. You're trying to gauge the distance.
Yeah.
Linus with another nice shot.
I thought we were gauging the distance, but I guess it was just me.
Macbeth with a nice shape on this one.
Because they're throwing it as far as they can, correct?
That rock right there is kind of what you used to look at as your landing zone. You always wanted to land right where that rock is. Linus is a little bit short of that, but Corey, look at that.
518 uphill.
Boom sauce. What will Raven be left with on his second? Yeah, he's going to have a lean out forehand. Can he get the nose down to keep it going down the hill? This is going right. This could be in danger.
Yeah, if you get a kick to the fairway, shouldn't be too problematic. But if you penetrate over there, it gets really bad.
See how much Anheuser Linus forces over with this one. And connects
Little
on an
short,
early
yeah.
tree. And
This looks beat up.
you think this is what he threw on hole 4?
No.
Okay, so that
He threw
comes up,
mid-range hole 4.
comes up a bit short. It's going to be in the 55, 60 foot range.
That's like his range, kind of.
It totally is. Oh my gosh. To see the basket for your approach on 12 is
And then to throw it. I mean,
and then to
that's
bullseye it.
That's good.
haven't seen the hole played better, not once yet.
Me neither.
That's incredible. What is Raven throwing? Wow. Just sit there. Your work is done here on 12. Nice scramble for Raven. Another throw in?
Sit.
Almost.
Sit down. That's good.
Yeah, good touch.
Yeah, I even had a little chance.
That's the best type of shot. Now Macbeth for range. He's kind of got
this
that look in his eye, doesn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you can see a line before he gets there, and you can kind of tell.
I've been asking for this for years, but somebody's got to put together a C2 and out montage of Macbeth's just on Jomez coverage. I mean,
It would take a full day.
to
watch.
I'll watch the video. I've been asking for it. I'm sure somebody's got the time to put it together.
Do they have a year?
It's really about do you have memory on a memory card to be able to store that much footage?
No, that would be a ridiculously long video.
So easy to predict now. We've seen it for so many
Yeah,
years. And
it
you just
just-
like you see the way he's set up, you see his foot positioning, you see this look in his eye, and you're like, yeah, this one's about to drop.
He likes downhillers too. No jump
Well,
required. and
Speaking of downhillers, we saw him make one from 117 on this hole in the past, the hole 13. Par 3, 472 feet, downhill 60 feet. This hole, if you hit this gap clean, you can find yourself 70 to 80 feet past the basket. We've seen players go putter here in the past, mid-range, driver, and you really name it. I think Corey looks like he's got fast disc in hand. Oh, Buzz
no.
SS.
little tight. Yeah.
Mm.
First really errant, way offline shot.
Wasn't really way off. I mean,
Yeah, he's trying to drift that from left to right.
Okay.
He's trying to bend it off that left tree. You see, like Paul here,
yeah, and that's.
his is early too, but if it's bending off of that
Right.
tree on the left, that's all over the basket.
I feel like the shot that he threw on 3 was way off, but he got all the way through and ended up
Oh,
making the
true.
huge
Yeah.
putt. But I mean, either way, we're kind of nitpicking here. He's not really
yeah.
thrown that many bad shots, and that's why he's 7 under.
Well, we can't just always say he's great on every shot that he throws. This is kind of horrible. Good kick though. It looked like it kicked.
Yes, it did. He got back to
You can get
near
in
the fairway.
Yeah, you get in on that left side. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
it is jail.
Not good.
Okay, here we go.
This has got maybe too much height and turn.
See, that's putter. I feel they just anybody and everybody come throw this hole. Great kicks getting handed out everywhere.
Skip on the short side of the creek.
Nope.
Rolls back
He's
down a bit.
not worried.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. It's not a problem.
Me personally, I get a roll back like that. It's like,
Look at that little gentle
lovely.
kick.
it stresses me out is what I was going to say. I get that extra 10 feet.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
So
Oh, my
stressful.
gosh.
Talk about a downhiller. He said he likes, boy, that was a lot of Anheuser.
And a lot of drop right out the hand. Yep, there's the hands showing exactly what his impression of the wind conditions. See if Linus can take advantage of the good break. Not this time.
Good bid, though.
Just study it, folks. Try to emulate this. Top putter on tour last season, and trying to maintain that title this year. I mean, he has just been so consistent on the green.
I've said this before, but it's like just the most nonchalant looking putt.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's like I said it looks lazy because of the way his body moves. It's just like a lazy stroke, but then it just
Late lag
perfect.
pop.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you have to say about hole 14?
Oh, well, the obvious thing, it's a par 440, as you would say. Hole 3. It's a par 3. It's 440. I mean, directly over water the whole way. You're going to see a big crowd in the back. Makes you a little extra nervous. This one has 3 drop zones, or 2 drop zones, pardon me. And so you're teeing off, you miss it, you go to a drop zone that is not easy, and then a drop zone after that. So this is a big number hole. I feel like what I feel is anything inbound is just glorious.
Corey's not interested in bounds. He's trying to pick up the ace, and he's going to be right there, left with this scary 27-footer.
I mean, that's the play. Throw anything kind of into that little hill right there to the left of the basket, and you're loving life.
This guy is dialed in right now, man. He's really putting on a display out here at Maple. Macbeth hanging this one wide.
Oh, he could have got a drop there.
Yeah.
He could have got one.
He's had a couple big drops this round. If he got one at the right time right there, we could have seen some fireworks.
Someday somebody's just going to knock this thing over.
It's been aced a few times, just not on our coverage.
Well, this looks great, too. I feel like, is it going to... Yeah. What I love about our coverage on this hole is that we get to see some fun putts.
Oh, yeah.
Because these guys are the best players in the tournament so far, so they're hyper aggressive. They're all going to go for them. Not this one though, probably.
Not unless it gets a little bit of love.
He's safe.
That will-
Heavy on the hyzer right there.
I'm trying. Was it Eagle or Ricky or somebody made one from these woods the final round one year that was just like one of those putts. You're like, what are you doing running this? Oh my God, you made it.
Yeah, Ricky has made it, and I think I remember Barsby just knocking him.
Yeah.
down.
That. Yep.
They had
That's
a
right.
crazy
They had a
battle.
really good battle a few years back.
Paul ain't laying this up ever. Kind of didn't come out so smooth there. Typical.
miss.
I mean, you're
Yeah, it's the miss
okay.
you're
Yeah,
gonna
you're
see
like,
more
okay.
times, yeah.
At least I didn't chuck it in the drink.
Something tells me this result is going to be the same. Corey's human.
But you walk away with par on this hole, and you're getting big time strokes on people. I bet if we look at the scores, there's at least 3 sevens.
It's split at bogeys and birdies, but the bogeys include the doubles variety and the triples variety. So definitely averaging over par, But yeah, only 3.12. I am surprised that number isn't closer to 3.5, as big of a number as you can take on it.
Hole 15 is a par 3. It's 322 feet. You got all kinds of gaps you can hit. A lot of people are going to the right side flex shot. I think this card's going to be going right down the middle, though. Just a classic woodsy little hole here. Mid-range, right up the gut. This might be a putter.
This is like Corey Ellis, West Virginia, all day long.
Yeah, that is a putter. A little roach action. And then, that's so funny. He goes roach, Paul goes driver. Undertaker doesn't work. That's one that's super flippy. He's trying to throw that hyzer flip to late fade right there. Doesn't quite work for him.
Force over and gets through the gap, but not all the way to the pin. It's going to be a little bit short of where we saw him make that miracle putt in round one.
Mm-hmm. Really good if it has the distance.
It's going to slide up short. That's going to be in the circle or right around the edge. But a well-thrown gap hit, and that's something that Linus has been doing really well lately, competing in all these wooded tournaments.
Yeah, it seemed like as soon as we got to the woods, Linus showed up and just started shredding. Okay. Raven kind of holding on for dear life. He's still at 5 under. Good score in the tournament. Tied for 6th. Oh, no. If he could catch two birds coming home, that would put him in great position.
Macbeth's still going to have some work for the bogey. And Linus stepping it in. It was short of the circle, but not far enough to keep this man away from the basket for the 2.
I think we know where this one's going.
Yeah, it's going home. West Virginia, Mountain Mama. This for bogey. Oh, that is not a putt you just routinely make. That is a solid make, but Macbeth now 9 back of the lead, and he's on our lead card here.
So cool. I mean, you just never know who it's going to be from week to week now. You got your Rickies, your Pauls, Eagles, Simons.
Yeah,
they're all going to be there.
1050 boys.
Yeah, they're all going to be there, but it seems like from week to week we have newcomers showing up and balling out. Love to see it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if anyone's a newcomer here, that would be Linus in this case, because we've seen Corey in this situation many, many times. At some point, you feel like, I mean, if he's going to keep putting himself in these positions, one of these times he's just going to break out and just close the deal. I mean, it's just cool to see that he has the versatility to be able to do it at the long open course at D-Glow. And then now this week here in the tight woods. I mean, obviously we're far from over, but the way he's playing so far, the breaks he's getting, which aren't that many because he doesn't need that many, but the putts he's making on top of that, it's pretty special golf to be 12 under through 2 rounds right now.
Yeah, and conditions are tough. I mean, very windy.
I guess good second kick.
Best way to describe this place is unpredictable.
Yeah, totally.
Get through for the kid.
This has got the pace to get all the way to the pin. Yeah, Raven past the basket. What a shot. Yeah, there's not like a time when you ever come to Maple Hill and you're like, how was round 2? And it's like, yeah, it's just like round 1. That's never happened for anyone.
Normal day, at Maple Hill.
Yeah, there's no normal day except for tree hits. Macbeth, does this get through? Not. Comes up short. Linus is going to have to lean in to the scramble abilities, and this is a really nice shot.
Linus has 1 bogey.
Mm-hmm.
That's not real. Oh, no.
Pretty
Heavy
real.
on the roller angle there.
Yeah. That putt that he's left with is a lot easier when it's for birdie than it is when it's for par.
Is he going to do it?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. He's doing it. God, why does it just look makeable?
Because the height and the aim is right every time?
Yeah, but you could put a different body right there, and then it doesn't look as makeable.
I guess. 3 bombs this round for Macbeth. And that just puts him at 4 under.
Which is a good round.
Yeah.
1 off the hot round yesterday. Have a round, Corey Ellis. Have a day.
He's having one. 8 under right now. Course record by 3 if he can hold on to it. And he's got 2 opportunities to get even lower. I mean, he has a chance to get to double digits on a course where the hot round yesterday was 5 under. What a birdie for Raven. Good work. He's now under par for the round.
6 back, totally doable.
Absolutely.
I knew a win is great, but it's like we always say in putting and the vlogs and stuff, twice or it's luck. So now I did it twice, not luck.
Flying over hole 17, par 4, 636 feet. This is the 4th easiest hole as these trees have been trimmed down, so the landing zone has gotten a bunch bigger. You just want to get a shot turning just a bit right out of the gap, and from there it is a blind second shot over this hill up to the elevated basket. There is a little bit of a drop off behind the basket, and sometimes you do see those putts roll away and leave long comebackers. This is heavy on the turn.
Not it. That is
Scramble.
back there. Yeah, it's back there. You should be able to throw cider on the top or something. Understable.
And it is turning beautifully. This can miss the last trees. Okay, it gets past him.
Yeah.
That should set up a putter approach. This is okay if it gets down quick. There is out of bounds up on the left side. Okay, not quite as far as that would need
that's
to.
great.
Yeah, that's actually a good angle. Should be a very straight shot.
If this gets by those Guardians, really good. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna take it. It's not
Yeah.
what you would want.
The angle's cut off.
No, I think it's
No?
kind of wide open.
Okay.
High Anheuser, easy peasy.
Wow, they're calling that 509 feet for Linus through the gap. What a great drive. I agree with you now that I see it from the overhead. He's going to have just a mild turnover.
Which is what you want. You don't want straight here.
I agree.
You want a little angle on either side. You don't want this.
No, this is the opposite of what you need. Just needs to avoid this going down to the right early and kind of gets through the first wave of the trees. He's still going to have to get through a bit on his way down the hill for his par. But I agree. This shot is tougher than what Linus has in front of him.
Oh, no. Needed to put some Anheuser on. That was stable. He can't believe it. Kind of a look of shock right there. He's like, what? I throw bad ones too? Doesn't make any sense.
Not often.
All right, just outside the circle for Paul. Oh, yeah.
I mean,
that's good. That's good stuff right there.
that is just cutting the hole just almost completely leaving you just a nothing shot. What a
all right,
great
I'm going
drive.
to be devil's advocate. He kind of got a good break. Oh, no.
Raven.
He got a good break getting through those pines. He didn't go over him.
Okay, fine.
I mean, you throw that same shot again.
Scoreboard.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It's our job to kind of point it out.
Raven is going to be looking back at 17 and wishing he had played this one differently. One of the easier holes in the course, cannot afford these late bogeys. Corey wanting nothing to do with that look, and Macbeth connects on another nice birdie putt. I mean, just staying in the action with hot putting.
Ooh, bag on. Say it with your chest.
That's a great birdie. The way that played out, even if he did get through the trees.
No, I know. It's just like if he does it again, he could bogey.
Oh, man. Hole 18, folks. What a fantastic place to play the final hole. The sap house, the OB wall on the right, the tiny island green, and all the fans and spectators piled in on these bleachers here. It really is a great place to finish up a round.
Dude, and the tee shot is just absolutely demanding.
Yeah, when they brought it back and put it lower than the ground,
Really cool feature, I think.
this was a great find, a great idea, and Macbeth
It's great.
can't throw it much better than that. I mean, you're looking to get to the end of that little bridge there in the middle of the fairway for a decent tee shot, and he just zipped past it. Linus is going to be challenging the Willow.
Very good. Want to be right, left, but you kind of, I don't know. I'm indifferent about this hole because let's see this shot. This is super important tee shot for our leader.
Yeah. Execution.
Okay, now this
primo.
is even better because going off to the left opens up your gap. And I feel like you either want to be so far that it's an easy shot in or so far back that it's an easy layup.
Okay, so I've been given word that this is actually an intentional play here for Raven. He is trying to bend it on the right side of the Willow. There's a little bit of an opening there. Anthony Burrell is trying the same thing, but he's trying to go over that tree, which is just super high from the tee as far back as it is. Either way, Raven does not execute the shot to his liking, and now he's going to be in a position he's going to have to play for par.
Which is kind of nice. That's not nice, but the result could be really good.
Okay, well, that rolls forward enough that he probably will have a decent play for the hole. Yeah.
He's like, get me out of here, man. Stuff's turning wacko on me. This is all of a layup.
Yep. Yeah, his shot looked pretty primo out of the hand, but the last second it just hyzered into that tree and did not really allow him to take a full run up. I don't know if he's going for the green on this hole the way this round's gone, even if he's in the perfect position.
Right. Paul is.
My memory fails me when I think of the last bad forehand he's thrown.
That's as good as it gets right there. And that's going to put him to 6 under par. Corey can get up and down. He's going to stay at 12. I can't imagine anybody on the course kind of beating that score right now.
No, that's
So
not.
we're looking at our leader. 6 back is so doable.
A lot of times when you see people fly this green, they're really challenging that railroad tide that denotes the out of bounds area and the green. Macbeth, there's no danger. That was just a perfect shot. There was nothing that could have happened other than parking it. Linus, it wasn't really the most spectacular looking round in a lot of ways, but he's going to shoot a 5 under with a bogey.
Well, the thing is when you don't have a lot of bogeys on this course, you're going to score.
Yeah.
If you shoot a 1 over on this course, it's pretty good. It's not going to be winning you any. Jesus. It's not going to be winning you any tournaments. But you know, 1 over is like something that could happen to any of these players.
Well, he is looking good right now, tied for second place. Corey Ellis, he is in first, and he's going to have an easy par in the final hole.
But what I was saying is, he has 1 bogey, but he's got a few birds to match that 1 bogey.
Oh, Raven. Unable to save the par. Right side splash out. Macbeth taps in the birdie. Linus and Corey will do the same. But 8 under bogey-free round for Corey. What an effort. What a performance. And 3 shots clear of the field with that course record setting performance today. 8 under par. There was a lot of wind early. The wind kind of died down the back 9. But to shoot 5 under on the front 9 in the heavy wind, that was an impressive thing, especially 2 through 5 birdieing all those holes. And there it is, our lead card for final round. We're going to have Gannon Buhr with a 6 under and Thomas Gilbert moving his way up 12 spots into 4th place, tie with Ben Callaway. But he gets the nod. He will be on our lead card for the final round with a bunch of players right there at their heels. But Corey Ellis, in a tournament that doesn't normally produce that much separation, has a 3-shot lead with 18 holes to go.
Oh, man, I'm stressed because
Yeah.
3 on this course really isn't a lot.
No, it is not. It could be lost on 1 hole.
Exactly. And I mean, tomorrow's just going to be so exciting. This course just always produces a clincher at the end.
It really does. And inclement weather could be coming in. We saw the first round canceled due to bad weather. This last round, there should be some rain on the ground. It might make for some interesting tee situations, but either way, like you said, you know it's going to come down to the wire for another exciting finish on the Disc Golf Pro Tour. The playoff event number 2, 1 round away from its completion. We'll see you tomorrow.